Hey guys, I just want to know, back here again, CBD.io, CBD Convention, Las Vegas, Nevada, here at the Las Vegas Convention Center. And our next guest is the founder of Halsa Botanicals, Ms. Catherine Bander. How you doing, Catherine?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us a little bit about Halsa Botanicals.
So Halsa Botanicals has two divisions, Halsa CBD and Halsa Skincare. Our CBD line is ingestible, so we sell sublingual drops, vapes, and a beverage syrup, line of beverage syrups.
Okay.
And then Halsa Skincare is a high-end skincare line with CBD. We have a facial serum, which is here, a mask, an eye cream, a night cream, bath salts.
Awesome.
We have a salve and also a roller for pain and inflammation.
So what got you into this line? Because this is a very specific industry. Were you already in the skincare, already in the CBD, or what brought you into this
So
in general?
I invested in cannabis 2 years ago, and the company I invested in were just operational in the last month.
Oh, wow, okay.
So what I saw in cannabis is it's really, really obviously regulated and difficult to maneuver in the marketplace. And so when the Farm Bill passed, CBD is it's just amazing what it does. And to do it with hemp, the path was so much easier, and it allowed us to get a quality product out quite quickly. And so we went and created a beauty line that worked without the CBD.
Okay.
So the facial serum has it's like a power pack. It has squalene and hyaluronic acid and shea butter, black currant oil. It's it's antioxidant, it has vitamin C, and then we put in the CBD, which works as an anti-inflammatory. So when the skin gets red, it's generally from inflammation, and since CBD works on inflammation, when you put CBD on your face, you can see noticeable results quite quickly.
Sure.
So,
okay. So what's Halsa mean?
Halsa is Swedish for health.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
And
Very cool.
when I was looking at what did I want for a skincare line, I started looking at what different regions do. So Korea is sort of the hub of beauty. I looked at what they do. I looked at my family's from England. I looked at the English and how they go about skincare. And when I got to the Nordic region, in Sweden, everything is very clean. Everything is natural, simple ingredients. I found a DIY skincare website.
Okay.
And so I just started researching the region, researching the ingredients that they use. And so that's what we ended up doing is making a skincare line that's simple, that's clean, and uses ingredients from that region.
Okay.
Every product has Swedish twin flower oil, which is it's the national flower of Sweden.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's actually a very thick, nourishing oil, and it's known for inner wellness.
Nice.
So we have outer beauty and inner wellness.
Very nice. So yeah, because like in this whole CBD, hemp, THC, cannabis industry, most things kind of have a slight edge to it. Most of the industry, most of the companies here, very in your face, kind of like, with a hot thing, with a big thing, with this thing. Your brand is very subdued and very calming. Do you find it hard to stand out in this industry, or is that differentiation actually better for you?
No, we generally are very well received because of our look. I wanted something very clean, very simple. I didn't want a cannabis leaf on the packaging. I didn't want green packaging, and I didn't want busy packaging.
Yes.
So if the philosophy of the brand is about being simple, being clean, then the packaging also needed to be that.
Sure.
And then we also made sustainable packaging. So all of the paper we use is post-consumer recycled paper that's then been coated.
Awesome.
And then everything's recyclable. Some of our other packaging is post-consumer waste. We make tubes out of post-consumer waste. And then everything is domestic.
Wow, very
So
cool.
we've been sold up today on boxes for 20 cents. We pay $1.40 a box.
Wow.
But they're made in the United States. We're supporting
Awesome.
our local economy.
I like
and
that.
so to me, it doesn't, yes, I could make another dollar per product, but then I wouldn't be supporting the U.S. economy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So now you're also one of the few woman-owned and operated companies here. So tell me a little bit about that and your partners. Like, how did that come about?
Well, as I looked at launching a skincare line, I obviously wanted to surround myself with people who knew about the industry, and being a female-owned business is somewhat unique. So I tried to attract female talent to support me. That's not to say that we don't have men working for us.
Sure.
We do, and we love them very much.
Right.
But it is a very male-dominated industry, the cannabis and hemp industry. So it's always nice to have a different edge. That's for sure.
Totally. So before this, what industry were you in?
Oh, very boring. Very boring. I'm an insurance broker. So
Okay.
I sell insurance and provide like risk management services to the cosmetic manufacturing industry. So.
Okay, definitely not as exciting as the CBD industry.
There's no question.
Right. So for you, were you a consumer of CBD prior to getting into it? Was it something you found that you needed, or you just got into the business for the industry and its boom that's coming?
So when I wrote a check to friends who were starting a cannabis extraction facility, I didn't know anything about cannabis, THC, CBD, nothing. So I quickly started to learn all about cannabis extraction, and that's where I found out about CBD. I'm not a drinker or a THC consumer, so I wanted to understand the industry. And then with CBD being first of all, a clean ingredient, and it's something that's great for wellness and not mind-altering, it was perfect for me.
Sure. So one of the products you had showed us at your booth have frankincense oil, and I think lavender, and so those are essential oils that I use a lot myself. I'm very big on holistic medicine. I make my own lotions and toothpaste and stuff like that. So it's cool to see those products like out in the industry itself here. Why do you think CBD? I mean, CBD is not much different from any of those other oils, tea tree oil, whatever. I mean, other than it being connected to marijuana and all that. Why do you feel like there's such a stigma connected to CBD in that whole industry? Is it just the fact that it's connected to weed, or is there other reasons behind that?
Well, I think as a society we tend not to look at plants as medicine. So that would be the one thing, but yes, there's a big stigma with cannabis.
Yeah.
So, and I encounter that a lot, and in surprising places. Like I think of California, everybody knows, but it's not the case.
Right, and that's kind of what I just want to know is all about, is just trying to bring some of the basic information about anything, and CBD's been the thing. It just kind of happened this weekend for us to be here. So if there's some things that you've learned that you didn't know about CBD going into it, what's like the biggest learning you've gotten?
That the thing that's wonderful about CBD is that it works. So it's anti-inflammatory. We have a system in the body that it helps regulate that works then with all the other systems in the body. So it's fantastic to be a part of an industry where we're bringing a natural healing property to the world.
Yeah.
Really sort of opening the box and really looking at what does this thing do.
Sure.
And then if we look at the research around the other molecules in the plant, CBG, CBA, other countries are curing diseases like cancer.
Right.
And I'm not making the claim that that's what's happening, but there are studies in other countries that show that. So I'm so hopeful that here in our country, the FDA can move this forward so that we can bring botanical wellness really to the masses.
Sure. So as far as like you bring up like the government legislation, all that, are there still bills, laws, agendas that need to be passed for CBD to move forward, or is it basically just now it's wide open, you can do what you want, it's a matter of just building the product out?
Yeah, no, we definitely can't do what we want.
Right.
And each state is doing its own regulation, and California was on its way to passing legislation around what consumers need to have on packaging, and but I believe the FDA says they're coming out with federal legislation. So the states have all put on brakes on their individual legislation. So we try and adhere to the strictest principles of, all of our products are tested. I bought, early on, I bought a lot of products from one of the major online retailers and had it tested, and none of it didn't even have hemp in it, never mind CBD.
Wow.
I remember there was a product that advertised 5,000 milligrams of CBD plus MSM and arnica for $20. At the time, 5,000 milligrams of CBD would cost you $25. So
wow.
it didn't make sense.
Sure.
I bought it, and of course there was nothing in it.
Wow.
I mean, so
wow.
that just devastates the whole industry
yes.
when there are players like that. So to be able to have integrity in the process, to show our testing, to show we have what we say is in our products, and there are more and more brands that do that elevates us.
Totally.
It elevates all of us.
Totally. And I've said this to other people here. It's really cool because I feel like a lot of the companies here and business I've kind of spoke with, they seem to support each other, where it could be a very competitive industry, like most industries are. But I see a lot of you guys and businesses support each other. Like, hey, they're good at this, they're good at that, we're good at this. So for Halsa and what you guys are doing, do you see yourself broadening your product base, or are you pretty much set on what you're going to do and just drill down more into that?
So we actually have contracted with a lab to come out with a very, very unique product. So we will be expanding our line, but slowly.
Okay.
I want to make careful decisions. The market has a lot of many things.
Yes.
So as we maneuver through the market, we want to bring unique products that have value.
Awesome.
So in March, we'll be launching our next product. It's an ingestible product that has a really high absorption rate.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that.
Sweet. So you guys are based in LA currently?
We are.
Okay. Are you guys found in any stores right now, or are you predominantly online?
So we are in retailers.
Okay.
We're in retailers in California and then in a few other states.
Okay.
And then, we have an online presence.
Okay.
Again, we've been building our customer base quite slowly because we do want to be selective about where we're sold and who we do business with.
Sure.
We want to have make sure that we have the same value system as the people that we do business with.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Catherine. You guys can find Halsa products at halsabotanicals.com, like you said, in retailer stores around California. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy. Thank you, guys. Be good.